Hello to everyone. I'm José Ramón Sánchez-Guardamino Buitrón, and I'm here to explain you what's about my final project. First of all, sorry because I'm with the headphones, but the micro of the computer doesn't work very well, so it's the only way to do it. Okay, what's about my final project? My final project it's about the Sustainable Development Goal number 4. It's about education and what UNESCO wants that countries reach by Project Agenda 2030 in education. UNESCO wants that all countries ensure an equality and inclusive system education of quality that allows the student to reach long-term returns of education. And how we are going to measure it? We have some indicators that public spend and also the sexual gap between the sexual gap is the difference between the percentage of boys and girls in each step of education and also the number of boys and number of girls and the qualification measured by the percentage of boys and girls in each step of education that reach a proficiency level in reading and maths. Okay, what we have done is first of all a correlation matrix, with the public spend in education of the state administration in its level of education, and we can see that the public spend in education has some correlation with the most of the variables that indicate the number of boys and girls and the whole of the students that get inside in education. Also, the operating rates of education that are increasing inside the beginning of the century, and also the scholarization rate that are on the high level between the 97% and the 97%. So, first of all, we can see that in Spain we are in a system, education, public education system that allows to everyone the equality of opportunities to get inside them and read some long-term education. How we measure the long-term education by the number of the the girls that are in the university. Currently, in the university, the sexual gap is that is inverse. It's inverse than that we concern of sexual gap, and there are more girls than boys. In case of something that it's currently bad, shows that boys and girls are in the same opportunities to reach the higher levels of education and get some returns about it, about the learning that they have done in the low levels before. But it's an inclusive system, but an equality system. But what happened with the quality of the system? To measure the quality of the system, we have done with the temporal series a forecast of the level of reading on maths in primary and secondary. And what we can observe about this prediction that the level in primary of the maths and reading, and not the level, the percentage of the student that reach a proficiency level of these materials, of these skills, are decreasing by the time. Are decreasing by the time, and we have some problem that the percentage of public spend in education have always the same, the same percentage since the beginning of the century. It's true that has increased in some years, but with the start of the crisis economic, it's stopped in 42% more or less, that is less than the median of the OECD countries. Okay, so we have that the level in primary are decreasing, and also happens the same things happens in secondary. But what happened the level of reading in secondary are increasing, but it's not enough. It's not enough. So what we can conclude, what is the conclusion of our paper? The conclusion of our paper is that with the levels of public spend in education, the public administration, we can ensure the quality of opportunities in the system. It's a free system, it's an inclusive system, but it's not a quality system. We have to do more efforts from the public administration to guarantee the qualification of the system, the quality of the system that allows students get good qualification that in the future will allow them to get some long-term returns of education. So with Spanish, if continue with these standards, with this law for result of the student, it's not too close to reach this objective. So we have to do more effort from the administration. I hope that you like the paper, the conclusion. You can read it, and thank you for all.